This is Shelley Craft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive. We're coming to you from the 7th Annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. I have with me today on the program Eric Owens, Alexandria Minerals Corporation. I'm going to give you two symbols. The first one is AZX on the TSX Venture and ALXDF on the OTC markets. Welcome back to SNNLive.
Thank you, Shelley. Good to be here.
It's good to have you back. Let's start out with a brief overview of Alexandria, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, Alexandria is a junior gold exploration company with a large exploration property in one of the world's best mining districts, and that's Val-d'Or, Quebec, in eastern Canada.
So, we talk about land packages all the time. Tell us about yours.
Well, it's large. It's got 1.6 million ounces of resources on it, and we're currently underway with a 30,000 meter 4-drill rig drill program.
So when did you announce that?
Well, we've been talking about it in press releases for a few months now. We started the program in June, the drill program in June, and we've completed now about 21,000 meters of that 30,000 meter program. The hope is to get this finished up in the next few weeks, because this will lead us to a new resource estimate towards the end of the year.
Now, you're an exploration company. This is your main site, right? This is your main project. Am I correct?
That's correct, yes.
So how long have you been on this project?
Well, we bought the property in 2006, and we started exploring on it in late 2006, early 2007, so almost 10 years now. During that period of time, we added 2.4 million ounces of gold through discovery of our own. We sold a portion of that gold to Agnico Eagle, the one deposit, who are turning it into a mine, an open pit mine, over the next year or so. So we've made a lot of progress on this property.
So since the last time I interviewed you, do you have any updates?
Yeah, absolutely. We just released the results, the assay results from the first 13 holes of this 30,000 meter program. They were good high grades, 10 grams over 6 meters roughly, 4 grams over 27 meters, this sort of thing. And the importance of these not only is the grades, but the fact that they expand on the former resource limits that we have identified. So they're expanding our resources basically. And that's the very important thing.
So let's talk about where you are in Quebec.
Val-d'Or, Quebec. It's a mining community of about 35,000 people. Their whole existence is due to the mining industry, so they're fairly pro-mining. They make their livings on the mining industry, and they're very professional, and we have a lot of infrastructure in place, so it's a great place to be.
Who's in your neighborhood? Because usually there are some elephants hanging around.
Yeah, so the biggest one, best known one would be Agnico Eagle Gold Mines. They've been around the Val-d'Or area for a lot of years now. Of course, they're growing bigger and moving global, but they're still around and they're still kicking. And they hold 8% of us right now, and we keep in good touch with them because they're a partner of ours, and they like what we're doing. So we keep in close contact with those guys.
Well, do you think it's about time that the exploration juniors are becoming important to some of the larger companies?
Yes, absolutely. I think the larger companies are looking at juniors with a critical eye these days because they're looking to enlarge their own portfolios. The markets, the capital markets, are still a little shy, and there's probably a little less competition from that side of the coin for the large mining companies. So yeah, no, we're starting to see a lot of interest in what we're doing as well from a number of mining companies.
Do you ever take into consideration what your production costs are going to be at this early in the game?
Well, it's a sketchy estimate at this stage, but we use sort of standard costs when we're evaluating what we're looking at in terms of our resource estimate, for instance. And there's a number of guidelines one can use. So the answer is yes, we can do that. It's still fairly early stage, but we do use sort of standard estimates to see whether or not this is going to be a viable, or has the potential to be a viable deposit or not.
So, Eric, what guidance can you give me on 2018?
Well, Shelley, we anticipate growth in our resources through this current drilling program that we have ongoing right now. So by the end of this year, we'll see a significant growth in our resources. We anticipate another aggressive drill program beyond our current program that will increase our resources even further by the end of 2018. So we anticipate a lot of growth.
Let's get your website out there for more information, if you would.
Our website is www.azx.ca.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Owens, Alexandria Minerals Corporation. It's a publicly traded company. I'm going to give you two symbols, AZX on the TSX Venture, ALXDF in the U.S. on the OTC markets. I'm Shelley Craft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to you live from the 7th Annual Precious Metals Summit in Beaver Creek, Colorado, 2017. Eric, good to see you, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Shelley. It's been a pleasure,
My
as
pleasure.
always.